Hello everyone, welcome to Byton Video Academy. In this video, we will introduce Paul Atkins, the newly appointed SEC Chairman of the United States. As a crypto-friendly figure, he is expected to have a profound impact on the future of U.S. crypto asset policies. On December 4th of last year, newly elected U.S. President Donald Trump announced the nomination of cryptocurrency advocate and Patamac Partners CEO Paul Atkins as Chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC). According to U.S. law, before officially assuming the position, Paul Atkins will attend a confirmation hearing before the Senate Banking Committee on March 27th of this year. If approved, the full Senate will conduct a final vote, though this final step is typically a formality. It is important to note that during his nomination hearing, Paul Atkins outlined some of his and his team's positions. These key points were recorded and shared by Coinbase Chief Legal Officer Paul Gurewal, who was present at the hearing. The main takeaways include: Atkins pledged that the SEC would operate with transparency and actively listen to feedback from both the industry and consumers, marking a clear departure from past approaches. Atkins emphasized that digital assets would be a key priority this year. He stated that clear regulatory rules would foster domestic innovation, open new markets for investors, and strengthen America's leadership in global technology. Atkins, along with OCC nominee Jonathan Gould, expressed a commitment to ending the phenomenon of debanking and restoring the SEC to its core principles. Gurewal stated that Atkins' leadership would bring a fresh perspective to the SEC and expressed hope that the Senate Banking Committee and the full Senate would swiftly confirm his nomination. Next, let's take a closer look at Paul Atkins' background. Paul Atkins graduated from Wofford College with a Bachelor of Arts degree and was a member of the Phi Beta Kappa Honor Society. In 1983, he earned his Juris Doctor, J.D., from Vanderbilt University Law School, where he served as a senior student editor for the Vanderbilt Law Review. Atkins began his career at the New York-based law firm Davis Polk & Wardwell, advising both U.S. and foreign clients on corporate transactions, including public offerings, private securities placements, and mergers and acquisitions. He also worked in the firm's Paris office for 2.5 years and became a licensed legal consultant in France in 1988. From 1990 to 1994, Atkins served at the SEC under two former chairmen, Richard C. Breeden and Arthur Levitt, assisting in corporate governance reforms and strengthening shareholder communications. On July 29, 2002, President George W. Bush appointed Atkins as an SEC Commissioner, a position he held until 2008. During his tenure, he participated in investigations of major financial fraud cases, while also seeking a balance between fostering innovation and enhancing investor protections. After leaving the SEC in 2008, he founded Patamac Global Partners, a firm providing regulatory consulting services for fintech and cryptocurrency companies. From 2009 to 2010, he served as a member of the Congressional Oversight Panel for the Troubled Asset Relief Program, TORP. Between 2012 and 2015, he was an independent director and non-executive chairman of BATS Global Markets Incorporated. Since 2017, he has been co-chair of the Token Alliance, leading the development of policy frameworks for crypto asset issuance and trading platforms. On December 5, 2024, President-elect Donald Trump nominated Paul Atkins as the next SEC chairman. On March 27, 2025, Atkins attended his confirmation hearing before the Senate Banking Committee and was officially confirmed by the Senate on March 28, replacing acting chairman Mark Aida. Atkins is a strong advocate for cryptocurrencies. He believes that since 2017, the lack of clear regulations in the digital asset industry has created market uncertainty and hindered innovation. He has stated that his top priority as chairman will be to work with other commissioners and Congress to establish a reasonable, coherent, and principles-based regulatory framework for digital assets. Atkins also argues that the current regulatory environment suppresses investment, citing unclear rules, excessive politicization, complexity, and burdensome regulations as factors stifling capital formation. He intends to reform the SEC's approach, ensuring that the agency supports market operations and uses enforcement as a means to remedy and correct arbitrary actions, rather than to punish the market for the sake of compliance. Additionally, he hopes to remove politics from financial markets and end the trend of politicization in the SEC's interactions with financial institutions. Atkins' appointment is widely seen as a positive development for the cryptocurrency market. Under his leadership, the SEC is expected to adopt a more lenient regulatory stance, creating a more inclusive environment for the crypto industry. This could boost crypto-related businesses and facilitate greater integration between digital assets and traditional financial markets. However, his confirmation hearing was not without controversy. Critics, including Senator Elizabeth Warren, raised concerns about Atkins' close ties to both the financial and cryptocurrency industries, questioning potential conflicts of interest. There are concerns that he may not be able to effectively uphold public interest and investor protections. Specifically, his ownership stake in Patamac Global Partners and the firm's business relationships with major banks, trade groups, and investment giants have led to doubts about his ability to independently regulate these institutions.